Next to the hill, please remain seated, keeping hands on legs inside the train at all times. Small children whose feet do not touch the ground when seated on the bench do need to be away from the train's opening and just a little of the diorama of the Grand Canyon and Tiny the World. While we're in the diorama, please, no flash photography or video waiting. The little boy that's standing on the bench does need to be seated. We need to seat the little boy that's standing on the bench.
To those joining us, welcome aboard. The next leg of our journey will take us along the rim of the Grand Canyon. It's a mighty long drop to the canyon floor, so for your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Be sure to watch your kids and no flash pictures, please. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Just to report to you, the Main Street station that's closest to the entrance and exit of the park. You can cross over to California Adventure, head to downtown Disney, jump on buses and trams that take you to the Disney parking lots. We're still down Main Street to all of Disneyland lands and attractions. There are no ramps at this station. We highly recommend strollers remain folded until you're down in front of the station. And please stay seated until we come to the first stop at one of the entrances of the train.
Main Street, U.S.A.
Next scheduled stop, New Orleans Railroad.
kids, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're now embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom, with stops at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland, followed by a visit to the Grand Canyon and Primeval World. We got a lot of traveling ahead of us, so remember, for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Did you folks hear that? Sounds to me like we've reached the wilds of Adventureland, where you just might run into a lot of savage critters out there, including lions and tigers and tiki birds. Everybody best be on the lookout. You never know just what may show up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are taking our way towards New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square is your gateway to Adventureland, Frontierland, New Orleans Square, and Critter Country. With attractions such as Indiana Jones Adventure, the world-famous Jungle Cruise, Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, Tarzan's Treehouse, the Shooting Gallery, the number one stop to for the many adventures Winnie the Pooh, Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, the Archmania Road, Davy Crockett, Florida Canoe, the Master Tom Sawyer's Island, and the majestic Land Line Train. Security, fully seated until the train makes a complete stop inside the station. We're looking at your belongings and step carefully from the train. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the audience. Once again, folks, please remain fully seated until the train makes a complete stop. Thank you.
What? Can you check the camera?
To those who just joined us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad.
Battery.
To ensure a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
You're now entering Splash Mountain, where every day is an adventure down there. If you look real hard, you will feel like you are laughing waves. We're now passing over Critter Country, where Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear make their homes and embark on fun-filled adventures. Although this land was made for critters, human-type folks are always invited to stop in to visit us back. We're traveling along the rivers of America and into the American frontier as it looked more than a century ago. This area is so rich with natural beauty and wildlife. You can see why the early settlers were inspired to move west. We're seeing this view just like many of them did, from the comfort of a genuine steam-powered train.
Once again, folks, everybody must be fully seated at all times. This includes your children. Please make sure that your children remain fully seated on the bench or on the lap of an adult. Ladies and gentlemen, we are receiving our way towards Mickey's Toontown Depot. Mickey's Toontown is your stop to meet Mickey and Minnie at their houses. Go for a ride on Guess Go Coaster or spin on Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. This is also your gateway to Fantasyland with Snow White's Scary Adventure, Peter Pan's Flight, Pinocchio's Scary
Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown. This is also the nearest stop to Fantasyland, which will find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you'll be leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, step the train. You're say hi to Mickey for me.
Once again, folks, everybody must be fully seated. Parents, this includes your children. Make sure that your children are fully seated on the bench or on the lap of an adult. Please keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs fully inside the train. Once again, folks, everybody must be fully seated, including the little one in the black shirt. Please make sure that your children are seated.
Arms, feet,
Folks, little one
and
needs to sit down,
inside
please.
the train. And please, watch your kids.
Thank you.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we steam on through Fantasyland, you may want to take one more look at the majestic Matterhorn Mountain and the happiest cruise that ever sailed. It's a small world.
I don't think I've ever seen that graph.
Ahead of us lies the future. Well, I guess we all know that. What I mean to say is, we're heading into Tomorrowland, where everything is possible. If you look overhead, you might catch a glimpse of a monorail. When Disneyland introduced the monorail back in 1959, it was the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere. Winding below us is the Autopia, where drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of a car, and no license is required. If you ever wanted to become an astronaut, then you might want to stop at Space Mountain and Star Tours, where they got some newfangled flying spaceships that'll launch you into the deepest reaches of space. And you can ride them if you got the mind and the nerve.